Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to just do a premier draft. It's been a while, still saving up a little more gold, but we do have plenty of gems, so let's cash in on a few and see how well we do. I guess. Oh, no, this is a first. Not, we're actually now waiting for seats to fill out. Let's hope this does not take too long. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of things to talk. Okay, there you go. That was fast. So yeah, most of the time when I join in, it's pretty much already filled. I just have to click on the ready and oh yeah, I also noticed that there's this bar for the one person who is still watching on Netflix. Sometimes the indication's a bit. The indication can sometimes be weird, I guess. Like, okay, first off, yeah, there's not that many double mana costs I find them very important. So I'm going to take Jegantha. That this one's a no-brainer. I would like to see Boneyard Lurker come back, but I doubt it. Probably unlikely. Aid or Fertilid is not bad either. But otherwise, our game plan now is pay attention to, like for example, we're not gonna be able to cast this. I would like Titanoth Rex, but let's be honest, Blood Curdle is the mythic common in this one. So I'm gonna take the Blood Curdle first. This is at least green-red, so we want at least one of the two colors. So okay, Deadweight is very solid. Fire Prophecy is also very solid. I could just take the Deadweight. Stick with stay in black, so to speak. Yeah, let's take the Deadweight for now. Now, I guess we're going black-green at this point. So we're definitely taking the Charge of the Forever Beast. Now we're just hoping to see some of the larger creatures come back. I guess I could take Farfinder here. But let's take some of the removal first. Besides, well, this doesn't exactly quite combo because Jegantha's not in your hand per se. What Jegantha does enable is for us to splash quite a bit, so we can get. Let's just try not to go too crazy on that, but we can go somewhat crazy on this. Okay, not much of a bottleneck this time. So all things considered, it's not so bad. So what are cards I'm looking for? Probably a few big creatures. Maybe not the Monster Step. Frillscape Mentor is interesting. It is in red, so I'm probably gonna just take that one. And you got a Sanctuary Smasher that's double red, unfortunately. I'll probably just take the Excavation Mole. It's that fits into our game plan better. Also, Titanoth Rex doesn't fit in our game plan at this rate. We can just take the Tornwood Falls. Not a fan of the Terran at this point, but I could just take the Indata Crystal. Yeah, let's take the Crystal here. Turn 3 Crystal into turn 4 Jegantha is not a bad play. So we can't take the Bonder. We can take the Fully Grown or the Unexpected Fangs. Let's go for the Fully Grown at this point. Now we actually need to start filling out creatures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 non-creatures here. And okay, there's Prickly Marmoset. We're not exactly the cycling deck, but we can make it work. I did say one of these is probably gonna come back, but given how our deck's building up, let's take the Prickly Marmoset. Cycling also helps us quite a bit here, even though we're not exactly a cycling deck yet. We're also not exactly a mutate deck at this point. So Giraffid is not so great. Cathartic Reunion probably fits better. Yeah, let's take the Cathartic Reunion here. Wait, I could also just take the... No, Gremlin's horrible. Facet Reader, Sleeper Dart. No, let's take the Reunion. Discard 2 cards is not such a great plan, but then again, if we draw way too many lands, it probably helps. Okay, so we can't take the Recon. We'll take the Frenzied Rapids. So we're basically green-red splashing black, so that's kind of okay. Let's take this, knowing that I'm not gonna run it. Thwart the enemy. It's a one-sided of fogs, which is quite good, but it's also very expensive. That said, we can catch some people. We can catch people unawares with it, so we're gonna go. We would go for that. Okay, there's a blazing volley. I'm not too keen on it. Heightened reflexes is more reasonable. And okay, we got a Ketria Tome. Let's look for some creatures that we do. Let's look for creatures we actually want. Like, say, the Exuberant Wolf Bear is a good pick here. Yeah, I'll take the Wolf Bear. It's a 4/4/4/4. Okay, now here we go. We got the Boneyard Lurker. This is a very good mutate target, and we can get something back in the interim. Also works well with the Cathartic Reunion in a sense. So yeah, this is the kind of cards we're looking for. Flame Spill is also something we're looking for here. So let's cut out some of the what we call not so great pieces yet. So Heightened Reflex is not quite. Dead Weight. We'll leave it. I would prefer Blood Curdle because because it puts less pressure in having black immediately. Okay, Proud Wild Bonder. This one's very good, but we can't exactly run this in Jegantha. With Jegantha, we can run Regal Leosaur with Jegantha. We can. Actually, we can. This is gonna be exclusively mutate, but nothing else is better. We'll take that. And also the nice thing about these are the hybrid mutate costs. So Mutual Destruction is a fit here. Splendor Mare is interesting. Moscow. We kind of want more creatures at this rate. I could also just take a Bloodfell Caves because that's something we could splash for. Yeah, let's take the Caves. So can't take the Sandworm, but we can take the Bristling Boar. We're not exactly... Yeah, Prickly Marmoset's not exactly looking great here. We don't have enough humans for Sanctuary Lockdown. I'll just take the Bristling Boar, I guess. It's in 4-drop. That's concerning, but yeah, I'll take it. Okay, Helica Glider is possible. I'm about to ditch the Cycling Plan, so maybe not that. Actually, no. Let's take it anyway, because it's still in red. It's still a 2/3 first strike. Pyroceratops is something that I would prefer more over that, though. So I think I'll take that as well. Just have to be careful about our man, because right now all our creatures are in the 3 and 4 slots. Not something I'm proud of here. Okay, yeah. Honky's having a bit of a backlog. Yeah, if I could see, yeah, the green mentor is the Trample mentor, if I'm not mistaken. That's also a good. That would be a very nice one. We could actually use a few humans, though we're not exactly that committed to it. Survivor's Bond, Bristling Boar again. Forbidden Friendship's probably where we're more at. I'll take that. Maybe not so much in the Cathartic Reunion. I will take the Days. Well, I don't have much better. Oh, wait. Gloom Pangolin, Corpse Churn. Put the top 3 cards in return. I'll take the Day Squad Marshal. We'll see if it pans out, but probably not. Dark Bargain. Okay, I'm gonna see if... I don't think the white's gonna pan out here, but it is giving us options, so we might as well consider those. Blister Spirit Gremlin, Mutual Destruction. With Forbidden Friendship, Mutual Destruction goes up in stock. So right now we do have a bit of an identity crisis. Can't run the Mythos, we can't run Crash, but we can run back for more. It's also an instant, so I'm gonna take that. So now we need to look for, well, okay, Duskfang Mentor is interesting, but Skull Prophet is we want to drop this early, and we're not exactly green. We actually might have to consider cutting some of that. The green is not looking so great, though we are splashing green for these. I'll take the Duskfang Mentor first. See if we can, because we only have like a pair of fully growns and the boar and oh man, this is not turning out easy. Blitz Leech. I'll take the Humble Natures. Okay, that settles. So we can lighten up on the red. Let's go green black. Let's lighten up on the red so Deadweight comes back in. Yeah, we made a lot of cuts and I'm not so proud of those. Okay, there's a Ram True. That's more removal. Let's check the removal check. I'd probably take the Night Squad Commando though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll take Night Squad Commando. Okay. Insatiable Hemophage. That is a good mutate. Not much of a mutate, but it does get something across. Let's try that out. Ooh, Eerie well, we're not casting that here. Jubilant Skybonder, Heightened Reflexes. So I'll take the Windscarred Crag. We just might. I sincerely. Okay, Pyroceratops. Yeah, Spontaneous Flight Survivors Bond. I'll take the second Pyroceratops, but I don't think it will fit. And I'll take the Fire Prophecy for sure. Let's do a creature check. Yeah, we're a bit short on creatures. We're technically at 14 creatures. Crystal's probably not going to make the cut. Okay. Which should I prefer? The Tigger? No, I want another Excavation Mole. Well, there's also a Bushmeat Poacher. Yeah, it's a 4-drop. Let's try to lower. Let's try to lower this curve. I would actually prefer more on the 2 than on the 3, but I guess 3 is fine. Okay, Skull Prophet came back, so we'll definitely take that. So we got 2 ways to ramp. Regal Leosaur is not looking so great since it's technically a double red. Corpse Churn, Springjaw Trap, I guess. So let's cut the Wingsguard Crag. Forbidden Friendship number 2. Interesting. We only have 2 we only have 3 actual mutate cards, and the Leosaur is okay, I guess. It's not. That's okay. Let's see if we can heighten that friendship even more. Heighten reflexes. Okay. And mountain. Okay, so first things first, we definitely want Jegantha as our companion. And we kind of built the deck around it, so let's do a check. 14. We virtually have 16 creatures and 8 non-creatures. We need to make some cuts. If I'm going to make cuts, it's probably going to be... Well, Mutual Destruction works well with Forbidden Friendship. So but we need to decide. I'm probably going to cut the... yikes. At least the green comes... Well, this one technically says we can cast with black, so this is pretty much the only thing we're only splashing 1 green for back 4 more. And these other things, so we have to make cuts here. So I kind of want the Paraceratops over, say, Bristling Boar. We'll keep the Wolf Bear because we do have a few humans. We don't... As much as I want to run Prickly... We don't have the Ram True anymore, so... We can opt to just sub the Excavation... Let's check our mana. 4, 6... Yuck, not great. 2 planes. It's literally for the Leosaur. Probably don't want that, so... Okay, let's put this back in. We can put the Wingscarred Crag in now. So we need 1 more land. It's probably gonna be... Probably gonna be a mountain. Actually, I want to cut this down to 6 mountains, 5 forests. Then we're gonna exchange probably another fully grown for a Prickly Marmoset. So we're actually creature heavy. 17 creatures. This might be worth a shot. Well, so we'll see how this goes. And I can, how would I rate this deck? We'll see. Am I convinced? Well, technically, it's yeah. We're not we do have the option for white. Jegantha actually gives us that option as well, so we'll leave it at that. So let's see how. My concern is one, we don't actually have the benefit of cycling at all. We did not draft around that. Well, we barely saw any payoffs for cycling. I think the only payoff we saw was like a Dranit Stinger. And basically everything else was just cycle in case I don't want to cast it. And most of the time I probably don't want to cast it. So we do have two ramp spell, two pieces of ramp. Let's hope we're not overly reliant on those. We did dump enough creatures so we could survive until we can hit the Jegantha, I guess. And it's a 5/5, so that in itself is quite important. And though we're essentially wasting two of the white and the blue mana, we could benefit from at least we're benefiting from more than half. So it's not bad. Okay, just waiting for our opponent. Or we're waiting for the server. I have sometimes when the game goes like this, I have no idea. I guess it's the weekend, so and it's a little bit of slowdown also. So I'm actually tempted to also this views it as a 41 card deck. Well, it doesn't exactly have a sideboard interface. Yeah, it is a bit of slowdown, so I don't know who's slowing down, me or the opponent. You know what? I'm gonna pause this right now. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a quick reset. Okay, we did the reset. Now let's see what the status is. Okay, opponent kept. I guess I can keep this. Knock on wood. Yeah, I made our opponent wait too long. I guess I'm keeping this. Actually, this is not so great. I kind of. Yeah, we have to remember we're more of a 3 mana deck. So I used to say that if our first plan is to draw a land, it's probably a very bad keep. And I'm now regretting it. Yeah, it looks like we were the one who slightly went out of sync. Now it's our opponent's turn to decide. Okay, it's possible our opponent also went out of sync. Okay, so I guess it looks like everyone went down. So this. Okay, so we got our first win, which is completely undeserved. Then again, in hindsight, I really should have mulliganed that hand. There's no way I should have kept that. I'm starting to suspect I might have. Yeah, I guess if there's anything we're testing now, it's testing. We're pretty much testing the server and how important it is to restart your game as soon as possible. I guess it also doesn't help that this is the it's a Saturday as of the day of this recording, so pretty much everybody is playing. I guess it's only a matter of time that servers start getting better. So right off the bat, I got a Fire Prophecy. I can swing for another land. Caveat being that we got 3 green cards. Well, we do have all our colors. I'll keep this. I don't like it, but we can just Fire Prophecy the first thing they drop. Knock on wood we get, and knock on wood that we get the land from there if we don't draw into a land. That said, Fire Prophecy is so okay. So if we cast Fire Prophecy, if I don't draw into a land naturally, I'll probably bin the bear in exchange because we have a Pyroceratops anyway. Though I could just bin the Ceratops instead because these guys are frankly strictly better. Okay, opponent smacks us for 1 and okay, so we let's okay, a little bit greedy. Opponent now probably thinks we're a 3-color deck. We actually well, we're technically a 4-color deck. Opponent does have some cycling. Yeah, I didn't pick this one because it's off. It's great if you have the trample setup. Opponent's playing 3 colors, Absan. We're still taking mini hits. Depending on what our opponent plays, we could actually just play Charge of the Forest. Okay. Okay, we got lots of options here. I could just play an Excavation Mole, clog up the board for the time being. Yeah, we don't need to use the removal quite yet per se. And yeah, I've been two of the lands I need. At least we got 1, 2, 3 things we can play. So it's no super rush yet. So what we have to remember is, yeah, there's a combat trick. There's a combat trick at 3 white mana. There's also combat trick at 3 green mana. Opponent's representing both. If he's gonna mutate, it's literally gonna be on the cat. There you go. And so this, which is actually not bad. We get to flame sweep onto no blocks. So not too bad. We get to flame sweep onto the. We can actually just. I'll just do this first. So target creature. And yeah, we have to be careful. Choose the wolf bear. So that's 4 damage. Gets a 1/1. Hold position. I could have just opted to flame spill because if our opponent played something like with like 5, I could just opt to. No, it wouldn't matter because Jegantha would never be in our hand. Opponent's not playing blue, so that he might end up having to cast something for at regular cost. Unbreakable Bond gets this one back. It has lifelink, so we're gonna flame spill that. I could, because he's 1 mana away from putting a Star X on top of this, which makes it impossible. So we're literally just living off the back of removal. Yeah, I guess, well, wolf bear is, yeah, it's a wolf bear, so we can make it a death touch wolf bear. So our opponent is now reduced to spamming humans, claiming to represent a combat trick, but I don't think that, I'm trying to remember if there's one at white mana. If it is, it's gonna be the last card in his hand, so be it. Fight this one, okay, indestructible. So opponent's now out of cards. Also, the nice thing about this is an instant, so we can actually block, tap, cast, and we'll have a red left. Okay, opponent for. Okay, so we're presenting a fully grown, so I'm actually gonna 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to block. So be it. Yep, call the bluff. It has an alert heat bonder. It's down to humans now. Okay, so. Okay, return target creature. That would be. Excavation Mole. Yeah, we have to return X. Okay, done. Fight the Night Squad Commando. Okay, bin a few more lands. Then Fire Prophecy. We could have actually taken out the Alert Heat Bonder, but no rush on that one. So we've been. Probably the Pyroceratops. And turn. So opponent's down to 1 card. If he has combat tricks, let's just make him use them up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, trying to call it, I guess. Humble Naturist. Okay, drew another land. I'm actually gonna opt to swing with this because I can now play. Okay, I have a lot of decisions to make. Definitely don't want to bring this back, so I want. But I do want to cast Exuberant Wolf Bear, Skull Prophet. Oh, take it back. Turns out I don't have the mana for it. Okay, so probably should be careful with the mana. We don't exact. Yeah, I only had 1 green after all. Okay, no blowout quite yet. Okay, so that makes this into a 4/4/4. And Boneyard Lurker gets us back a 3-drop, like say. Okay, so. Okay, cancel. For the mana we tap. So mutate onto. Yeah, I guess Excavation Mill. Mutate over, so it's now 4/4. And we get back something we can cast, so Excavation Mole. Yeah, we're milling quite a bit. So next, yeah, if we had next turn, I was just gonna cast this on top. Cast this on top, get the extra death touch and whatnot. Yeah, we managed to survive that. We managed to survive that onslaught. And sometimes it's literally just calling your opponent's bluff. Well, actually, it's not so much a call, but okay, let's say we let all the damage through. If he had the pump effect, he would have cast it anyway. So. Okay, this is definitely not keepable. We can't even cast this. So we're essentially looking for black. Okay, this is definitely keepable. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, Pyroceratops is starting to look like it's very weak. So I'm definitely going to put this on the bottom. So we got turn 2 friendship into turn 3 commando. Yeah, let's go wide for a bit. I might even just drop this first because it only clues him into this. It does not clue him into this. Oh, I can just drop double red. And yeah, first blood with the hasty dinosaur. Also, yeah, nice nod that they got the token for the art. Though I wish they also yeah, kind of looks close, but not quite. It would be interesting if the human was part of the forbidden friendship. Opponent representing a cycling deck. I could just play green for humble naturist. We're actually representing the green for a strike spell, so we'll see if our opponent blocks. Opponent blocks the human. Okay, so let's not let that go to waste. Opponent did manage to draft themselves a nice cycling deck, so and a flourishing fox to boot. We don't have the removal quite yet. We'll see how he blocks. Okay, that's the obvious block. Okay, just takes the hit. Since there's no rush for me to cast a Humble Naturist at this point. So, if our opponent swings with Rescuer, we trade with that. The Fox is less of a concern. So far, he's cast all his payoffs. He hasn't exactly cycled yet. But we should assume our opponent has... Okay, definitely taking out the Rescuer because that one's gonna be a wide problem. He might have Fight us one, which would be annoying. I have no outs for that, but might as well force him to use it. Raking Claws, so similar. At least we'll avoid this 6 damage. Still no cycling though. But it's not like we're getting any better payoffs. And we did force the use of Raking Claw, so we're less concerned. So we're less concerned of blocking Valiant Rescuer. Though we might probably just use the token to block. What we need to draw are some... Yeah, we've drawn... Lands were not a problem this time. Now we just need to actually have action. Opponent swings with that. Of course I'm gonna block. That's... You're not exactly You're not exactly giving me a reason not to block. Well, I'm not exactly giving the opponent a reason either, so... Let's play Humble Naturist. I can swing with Night Squad Commando. It forces our opponent to either double cycle. It will pump the Fox, but it... Let's just do it this way. Okay. Because if he cycles more than once just to keep this one alive, he wastes one Valiant Rescuer trigger. Well, Spontaneous Flight is also... Okay, he did have that combat trick. So now we just need to find a kill effect. Yeah, we're kind of flooded on mana right now. Opponent is going to start cycling. Opponent can stop... Okay, he's now found his 4th mana. We'll definitely take that hit. Okay, we got back for more. Which is actually very interesting. Let's see if we can convince him to trade. if not, at least it triggers the attack. So, but what I want him to do is, yeah, trigger the trade. Back for more Jegantha. There. Now that's a wipe. That's a wipe I can be proud of. So now we just need more action. Opponent has base. Opponent can start, yeah, gumming up the board at this rate. An excavation mole. And we just ditched 3 pieces of action that we could have used. Am I willing to throw Jegantha into this entire board? Trade it for him and 2 tokens? At this point, probably, yeah. It's a bit... Well, it has a Ikoria, but we can swing... We can still swing the excavation mole onto there. A wolf bear to go with it, so we'll swing with the excavation mole first. It's menace, so it's taking that hit. Now we play wolf bear. We'll probably take the hit from this one so that we can swing with, say, the soldier token, so we get 2 4/4s. Opponent might prefer to just leave this behind to block this, so that's okay. That means we kind of get 7 damage through. Opponent has a snare tactician. Let's assume he has a cycler, so he can tap the wolf bear down. Oh, he doesn't have a cycler. He could have the first strike ability, but I can't do anything about that. Yeah, I'm taking it. He doesn't have to block with Snare Tactician quite yet. Yeah, that's the more optimal block. He can just take the 7 damage for now. Yeah, he's really deciding. Ooh, he did have the first counter. So now we need a way to punch through. So we didn't have the Cathartic Reunion. I'm probably gonna find a way to fit that back in, since we actually do have a glut of creatures that just all happen to be here now. Yeah, I'm gonna fit the Cathartic Reunion back in. Opponent's now building their board back up, so we're probably in for a world of hurt. Skull Prophet is still a way to block, so I'm willing to, so let's keep that up there. So what are we looking for? Some of our removal would be nice. Yes. Actually, with the +1/+0, I'm actually glad we used up the Jegantha a lot earlier. The opponent's now at the position where they can double tap 2 of our stuff. If he swings with the Raptor, do I just block with these 2? I can also block with just 1. Yes, block with just 1. If you, again, it's a case of if you have combat tricks, make them use. If they have the combat tricks, make them use it, because we're not exactly in the position to benefit. Oh my goodness. I could swing with this, but it only gets blocked off by the Snare Tactician, so that's a no. Opponent doesn't seem. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycling cards. I have to assume our opponent has at least 1 or 2 more. Yeah, the lands are kind of killing us here. I do want a Cathartic Reunion. Let's see. No, I'm just gonna take this for now because it has first strike anyway, so it's not like any block is gonna be quite convincing. Another Forbidden Friendship. So we could technically just chump block with the humans, which is actually very poor. Let's take another hit for now. Okay, we got Duskfang Mentor. So it puts a lifelink counter on... That's an interesting one. I'm gonna put in the Excavation Mole. And I'm gonna keep growing the mole. Which unfortunately means we need to... I'm gonna have to toss these two aside. The nice... It also kind... Okay. Also, our opponent does have 5 mana, so it's not looking great. He could be representing Clash of Titans. Clash of Titans? The one where two creatures of two targets fight each other. Is this interesting though? Mutate over. Yeah, I'm really concerned about this. Yep, there's a Divine Arrow. Well, can't do anything about that one. I might have to take one more hit, then just but then again, actually our opponent could win already with enough cycling. He can just he can cycle through stuff, tap all our guys down, go for the win. That's exactly what he's doing. So yeah, resolve that. I will take 2. I could block one of these. If he cycles again, then that's game. There's nothing I could do about that. Yes, you have another cycler. Yeah, the Divine Arrow was annoying. But then again, our opponent was stacking up on the card, so that's literally all they could have held. Okay, so... Opponent literally swinging at just 1. I guess it makes sense. And I can only... Oh wait, that's because I haven't been playing this. And I could have played this too. Yeah, that's a good game. I done goofed up. Basically what happened was I got so used to the mana, I forgot I only had 1 swamp. I should have played the other swamp so I would have had the option. Oh well, here's me making the mistake so you don't have to. And I forgot to put the Cathartic. Wait, can I still cancel this? Okay, good. So let's put that Cathartic Reunion in. And what do we drop? I guess we can drop 1 Forbidden Friendship, so we're just missing the Capture Sphere for the storyline. Yeah, let's do that. Let's we could also cut the mutual. No, let's drop the Forbidden Friendship. Deadweight is also kind of droppable, but it is a good early play, so we'll keep that. Then again, I guess mutual destruction is probably the more cuttable one since we're not exactly in a token build. Okay, so got turn 1 caves, turn 2 not reunion, so I guess if we start drawing even more lands, I will cast reunion, but at this point, yeah, let's save this for when we actually need to, because we can still cast turn 3 excavation mole or turn 3 flame spill as the scenario dictates. Yeah, it's looking like turn 3. We got the blood curdle at least. So let's go with turn 3 excavation mole. General's enforcer. I take it back. Let's go turn. Let's go turn 3 flame spell. This is probably the worst possible. Well, we don't know if our opponent actually has legendaries, but I don't want to bank on it. Okay, so next turn we can cast Pyroceratops. Then if our opponent drops something big enough, because if our opponent tries to tap this down, it's going to spend 2 of his mana, so we could just safely cast Excavation Mole on the side. Cathartic Reunion being a sorcery, yeah, we have to remember this is not Trill of Possibility. We will be down a bit. If our opponent drops a big enough creature, I will just Blood Curdle it. And we don't have to play Jegantha immediately. Okay. I would like to Jegantha, Duskfang Mentor into Jegantha, I suppose. So, opponent is playing a human build. I could Blood Curdle this now, force damage, true. Actually, we'll offer the trade because this has trample anyway. So if he blocks, oh, see, he doesn't block. So I don't have to cast this immediately. I'm just gonna drop Jegantha, which kind of obvious. Yeah, let's get the obvious plays out of the way. If our opponent has removal for this, we know we have 2 ways to get it back. Let's hope we don't Excavation Mold them both. Fertilids. Okay, 2, 4. This is sacrifice another creature, so this is actually a safe target to. That's a safe target to nuke. And let's put that menace counter on. I could actually cast either of these, but let's save that. Let's save the Cathartic Reunion also. So since we know this has menace, it will be very interesting to Duskfang Mentor this. Yeah, our opponent will now be kind of torn between these two. Our opponent definitely has removal if they're splashing black. And in fact, it looks like black seems to be their main color. I could just cast Cathartic Reunion, dump these 2 for... But no, I'm saving it for when... Okay, let's go to combat first. Let's force him to tap. Okay, can tap in response, but I don't have any yeah, swing with this. Our opponent could just either take or just chump block. He's probably gonna just use it to get lands. So Let's excavation move first. Let's see what we dump. And land, dead weight, charge. Okay, so 1 bit of removal. That's not great. We don't have to play the Duskfang Mentor immediately, so I'm actually going to play Humble Naturist first. Opponent's probably digging for their 5-drop of sorts. Could be a huge mutate. Well, 6 mana, so could be like an Auspicious Starix on top of this. That would be really interesting. These two have trample at least though. And I could just play, and another option I have is I could just play Cathartic Reunion and hope to draw into. I don't like my chances though because okay, it's just a move. So I could swing, and our opponent could tap this down. Oh wait, this is interesting. Yeah, I had to tap this. Under. So other creatures get bigger. Now our opponent has to decide. Yeah, because combat's not great no matter what. Obviously he taps this down. Okay, let that resolve. But now I can swing with the excavation mole. Force the trade with the wolf bear. I do need to kind of grow this one. So if we draw a land, I am willing to ditch Duskfang Mentor in that because whatever this guy pumps is just gonna get tapped anyway. Then watch me ditch 2 cards, draw 3 lands. Hey, sometimes it happens. Well, at least I'll get this to a 4/5, so we have a good option there. Opponent does have 6 mana. We're waiting for him to stack an Auspicious Starix. No, it's just a Majestic Auricorn, so it's only a 5/5. And he can tap down with Checkpoint Officer, so we also note this is base 2/3. Yeah, we'll take the hit. So I'm definitely going to cast a Cathartic Reunion. Duskfang Mentor is not doing anything in this position. Ram True. Ooh, nice. Okay, this is interesting. So take this out. Put this on the bottom. Draw Prickly Marmoset, so this one's gonna have to wait a while, but no, I'm not gonna cast it. Because we can now grow this into a 5/6. Well, also depends, because if we like, we have interesting outs for this. Back for more, probably not the greatest option. Opponent's a bit concerned that I would just double block, so he's gonna start playing other creatures. Mills 2 lands, good for him. What did we mill out of that land? Some removal. Yeah, I really could have used this. On the other hand, maybe not so much. I think. Oh, great. And he gets to buy back. It has Death Touch and Menace too. Got a Boneyard Lurker. Oh. So this one, whenever it... return to hand. So the chump block's gonna probably kill it. It's probably gonna get nuked by these two, but could I just wait? No, we'll wait. Because I'm about to get it to 8-8 next turn anyway. I could have gotten it to 8-8 now, but I needed to deal with this Death Touch Menace. Sure, he can start taking out, well, literally just one creature. I could have saved it. Farfinder digging for lands. At least we got rid of that checkpoint officer. It would have been so horrible for us. Opponent could start making tokens, I guess. Yeah, Deadweight panned out in that one. And it's target for a card from a graveyard, so we can say goodbye to Jegantha. She did well. Please, not last card don't be removal. I'm gonna be so annoyed if it is. Nope. Okay. Watch me draw 3 lands. Yeah, I really wish I had a Ram True now. Oh, nice! So I did draw 1 land. So let's play that. I can Hemophage, so that gives this Death Touch. Let's hope our opponent is not holding on to something. Under. Oh wait. I'm gonna force him. Okay, I actually do have Air Creature. I'm gonna force him to use that mana now. You have one chance to not let me get it. Yeah, but at least if he spends the mana now, it clears the way for me, sort of. So this is Trample Death Touch. Opponent's gonna need... He'll take 6 damage that way. So I just need to find a way to deal 1 more. Opponent does have a way to get a ton of tokens at this rate, so we're probably not out in the clear yet. So I went through all these links and all I have is Pyroceratops. If I draw back 4 more, it's gonna actually be interesting because it means I have to wait for our opponent to go end of turn. I did not, so... I guess we're going wide. So... yeah, opponent's gonna start milling us out of our good stuff. He is kind of flooded, but 4, 8, 9, 10. So he has 2 he does have 2 more soldier tokens to make. Okay. Yeah, because I want to get rid of this Great Horn. I'm not getting through this board yet, so... And we're just helping our opponent at this rate. Let's see, please not the back. Okay, we didn't exactly help there. So opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges of this. Well, actually, he also has his own graveyard as well. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, the go white's gonna be a problem here. I don't think our opponent's gonna leave us with a 4/4. Yeah, it's gonna take the Boneyard Lurk. Yeah, could... Okay, so not looking so great for us. We're kind of stranded at this point. I can just swing right now. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be stranded here unless I can draw some great solution that I don't have right now. Opponent's just gonna keep making tokens forever and ever. He's got virtually more cards to play with than I do, so I can't hope for... Actually, that one spell that deals 1 damage to every creature is starting to look very good right now. It's really a sideboard card though. Opponent has a Garrison Cat. Yikes. Yeah, we're not getting through this one. There's no fling effect here. There's no way to get direct damage through. There's a back 4 more. But what are we getting back? Pyroceratops, that's it. Let's see if our opponent activates stuff in response. It's only returned from my graveyard, so... We could convince our opponent to use both charges, let the Frenzied Raptor die. I still have to snipe the Enforcer first. Because I'm... Okay, we're gonna end the turn here. Opponent's definitely gonna do his double charge. We could try to snipe the Great Horn, but I think the more pressing matter is to snipe the Enforcer. Okay. We'll let that resolve. And he's then pass. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Come on. Perfect. And fight the Jin. Yeah, we could just grow this a little more, so... Yeah, it's not happening yet, though. So... Pass. I don't want to just throw the Raptor into tokens. This might take a while, but we're And we're now drawing into land, so we're down to 9 cards. Our opponent still has 10. Opponent has a Greater Sandworm, so yeah, it's not as if we're looking for a burn spell that does not exist. I'm waiting for opponent to make a mistake in combat. Like if he swings with this, I might just take the hit. Yeah, I can afford to take one hit. Then what has rake? Well, he doesn't have raking posture. Opponent now has a way to gain life. We got a wolf bear. Wait, is this when it attacks? So not quite. So we will have to block the sandworm. I guess these two go in. Okay, so and if our opponent has some sort of trample, at least we started drawing these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so there's 2 more lands and then there's a divine arrow. Of course there's a divine arrow. Thankfully this does not have trample. I guess our only hope is our opponent forgets that Pyroceratops has trample and excavation mode 2. We don't exactly have a pump effect. I kind of ditched those, so... And that was literal... I guess it does mean we can put fully grown... Yeah, we probably should better off cutting the Pyrocer... No, Pyroceratops did... Oh no, guess what he brings back? The General's Enforcer. And he's up to 3 life, so yeah, fully grown starting to look good here. And yeah, we drew our remaining 1 out of 2 lands. So yeah, close but no cigar. And that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. I'm gonna take a quick break on this one. I'm not gonna close it quite yet, because we could lose our next game. So anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back shortly. Okay, so yeah, that was a very long discussion on my end. Anyway, so yeah, one more game, one last hurrah. We seem to keep landing all these long fought, drawn out games. I guess it's good in a sense, but knowing my deck, I don't exactly survive it that well. It's the nature of Magic in the sense that there is enough randomness in the resources we get, what's available, what's not available, and whatnot. And once again, okay, please don't tell me I'm lagging again. Okay, I'm going to yet another pause. That's another reset. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. We're back. Please don't tell me. Okay, so he kept the hand. Yuck. I'm starting to think that mutual destruction is not a great. Well, it's still a good fit. I'm gonna keep this because we have an early response, so we're not gonna die way too soon. But I think the end is nigh at this point. This is probably the end of it. Okay, that's an. Well, we at least we at least survived that one bit, and Skull Prophet is an auto kill. So I want to go for the turn 3 Frenzied Raptor. Yeah, this one's very vulnerable. Yeah, I'm gonna play this one first. Then next turn we have Flame Spill up, we have Exuberant Wolf Bear up. Opponent plays a creature. Opponent's stuck. Okay, we swing first. Yeah, really considering, like, say, replacing some of the removal with the pumps. This combat's gonna be more relevant than ever. Let's play the wolf bear. We're probably gonna lose the wolf bear. Oh no, opponent cycles the crystal. That's usually not, oh, that's very strange. Anyway, opponent hits this. Hits the fly. So he blocks that one. Okay. So we let the damage oh, he's gonna take it. In which case, yeah, let's play the Wellspring. Let's get it out. Because if our opponent has a kill spell, he will just kill it right then and there, but I don't think our opponent can play a kill spell and a creature at the same time. We'll see. If our opponent just mutates here, then yeah, we take that hit, but we're fine out. Easy prey cycling. Okay. Skull Prophet again. That's a nice juicy target. Oh wait. Yeah, opponent concedes there. So there we go. We actually managed to get 3 wins out. You know what? I'm just gonna keep continuing this one. It's been a long time since I last made a very long video, but I might not have, and yeah, I might not have much of a choice in this one. It's the way we ended was kind of awkward. Mutual destruction helped there, but I'm actually gonna cut that one in favor of a fully grown. So 4, 5. We could cut the mentor isn't quite cutting it for us, so I'm actually going to check this one. Yeah, it's not cutting it. I'm gonna actually cut the mentor in favor of. Okay, because here's the other thing we can do. We can shift more towards. Let's shift more towards green. So let's say place a bristling boar, keep the excavation moles. We're gonna cut the prickly marmoset at this point. So again, but we have to be very careful with our mana this time. I guess I could add the Indata crystal. Springjaw trap. I don't want to cut Deadweight. Deadweight did have a use a while ago, though this probably would have been better. Forbidden Friendship can be, yeah, 14 and 9. If I were to, yeah, let's go. I'll go with this. More correct cut might actually just be the Regal Leosaur. It's just an additional mutate trigger, but it's, and we do tend to go wide a lot here, so that could still be relevant. It's just not so great. So okay, we at least got the red-green opening, so I'm definitely keeping this. Yeah, we also have the field scale mentor. I do prefer that. We don't have much in the way of menace, but menace actually fits our deck a lot better compared to a lifelink. So we're definitely landing the Crag turn 1. There's a Boneyard Lurker we can mutate for double green. So yeah, we have some black, just not too much emphasis on it. Opponent probably gonna play 2-drop Zagoth Mamba, so that's a very nice. So that's a very nice flame spill target. Hit. Opponent drops a Whisper Squad. Because I can play the Excavation Mole right now and just recover stuff again with the Boneyard Lurker. My concern is that this is already 3 mana. That's very juicy for Mutate at this point. It won't kill it outright. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. It just because it doesn't kill it outright. And okay, we ditch a bunch of cards I don't quite want yet. Opponent does. Okay, let's play another red. I'm actually gonna swing with this first. If our opponent has a pump effect, we have the Flame Spill as backup. Opponent takes it, so yeah, let's make life more miserable. We'll play the Full Scale Mentor. And we can gradually grow it, though. That's probably. The opponent's gonna start digging. Well, he kind of needs to start digging. Already fully grown is gonna be quite relevant here. So he doesn't have blue, so no pouncing. Opponent places. Everything is some CMC. Everything is 1 toughness. Got back 4 more if we have to. Okay, this is. Okay, let's see how he blocks. He needs to block with 2. Oh, he's not blocking. Okay. Okay, let's cast the obvious Jegantha as obvious. Opponent is still digging for Whisper Squads. I'm already considering that I am already considering that deal 1 damage to all, especially after that game where I had my second loss. That said, if we draw another man, well, we need black mana for back 4 more, but well, if we can get Bristling Boar back, that would be interesting to have a fully grown on top of it. Stormwind Caprador. So it's down to combat damage. He could. Thornbash Mentor. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Yeah. Okay, charge it to Forever Beast. You can use it to kill something, but hold on, because I can get green-black with this. I can get red with this. That's 3 mana. Okay, I'm actually gonna swing with just these 2. Okay, he blocks with just that. Target a creature and put a trample counter on it. So down to 7. And let's see. Charge of Forever Beast of Sorcery will only take this one out. Opponent's planning to grow this. I could actually just circumvent it. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Because I can block and Flame Spill something if I have to. Then Boneyard Lurker on top of Frail Scale Mentor is nice. On top of Excavation Mole is also nice. The opponent's passing. Okay, we'll take the hit. Yeah, tapping out's not the greatest idea when you have two creatures with trample. Okay, we also got Fire Prophecy, so... I'm actually gonna swing with all three. He has to make some calculated blocks. Also, okay, that's one. Oh, he needs to block with two, so he's gonna just block that one instead. That's fine. Block that one. If okay, each creature with trample, so this, it pumps that one, sure. Since I get through for 6 damage, let's put back Charge of the Forever Beast. The land. Next. Cycling. Put there you go. Yep. Cleared the way. Yeah, so we actually... This is actually the best I've done so far. 4 wins. So, yeah, but we're still 1 loss away. So let's keep at it. I said... I have mentioned in Facebook previously that, yeah, 4 wins is about... close to break even. If you're spending gems, you're kind of 100 gems short. We kind of get a free mulligan with this. Opponent already took a mulligan. He also has a Lura, so I do have a good target for this. Please don't tell me it's Whisper Squad deck. Okay, we got Forbidden Friendship. That's one. That's another possible out. Opponent plays a Plains. Plays another Serrated Scorpion, so Forbidden Friendship's not quite enough. Not good for Garrison Cat too. I could just play this. No attacks. Then, huh? If I can draw if I draw another, so opponent has combat trick, so be it. Actually, I just realized I need to hold onto either Deadweight or Fire Prophecy for Lure, because that's the one thing that will ruin us. Opponent's down to a Coil Bug for sure. Yeah, we missed our land drops, so we're going to... Okay, we're going to bin the... We're gonna bin the Pyroceratops. So we're gonna keep taking the hits because I can use the Fully Grown defensively. Opponent plays Luras, perfect. We're going to... It's gonna play one other card back, but let's get rid of Lurus once and for all. And we get one shot with the fully grown, though I need 1 mana for Jegantha. He could have easy prey. I have no outs for this, but at least let's get the block out of the way. Yeah, we're taking quite a lot of damage. Opponent. Yeah, Call of the Death Dweller is going to be very annoying for us. Instead, we're just going to cast Jegantha. Opponent can return that to hand. I'm actually going to hold back on this. Opponent's starting to cycle. So we can actually Sleeper Dart. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Ooh, lots of card draw. Dead weight on that. Okay, sure. So ironically, the trick is to, like, let's say I swing with Jegantha. No, we're gonna pass on that. We're gonna swing with Bristling Boar. We're gonna make, because this doesn't tap the creature itself. Durable Coil Bug again. I kind of want to swing with just Bristling Boar because that. Yeah, because it's not gonna die from what our opponent has. He can start chump blocking. My only concern is how many Serrated Scorpions has he drafted. Now the nice thing is next turn I can mutate the Leosaur onto something. So opponent can probably just sack Sleeper Dart anytime soon. Draws red mana. Probably gets a Coil Bug back. This is actually a very good build for the Lurus deck. Just got. So back for more will get us. Okay, that's fine. Interesting thing is I'm going to actually just mutate it onto Bristling Boar anyway. So under, the trick is that it buffs this it buffs these guys. So we'll see how our opponent responds with this. Okay, so the Pillbug's gonna become very annoying. Let's just mutate onto the. Let's just mutate onto the board. Let's get just get a little life back. I probably should have done it twice now that I think of it. Yeah, I should have done this twice so that it would buff them even more. I could have waited one turn as well. Yeah, that was a misplay. So opponent gets the Coil Bug back. Kinda want to start hitting our removal. Opponent tapping 3 mana. It's clearly a spell. Call of the Death Dweller, bring back Lurus. Yeah, I figured he would have that, so we need to answer this again. Probably just sacks this one, I guess. Yeah, how many? If we can get the actually, if we can get the Night Squad Commando to die, that might be a plan. Well, Bristling Boar could die also, so I think that's an interesting one. We can use Bristling Boar, let it die, get back. Wait, we're out of mutate triggers. Get Bristling Boar back again? Oh, we can't get Bristling Boar to die now because he's gonna sack with Sleeper Dart. I can get Night Squad Commando to die, which is actually interesting because it gets us another token again. Ooh. Oh, he didn't. Oh, he let it pass. Okay. Because, yeah, if our... I don't think our opponent's gonna sack lure us onto this. Probably should have swung with Night Squad Commando. That one could have been chumped more easily. Yeah, back 4 more, not quite cutting it here. I really need to get another creature in the yard. Yeah, I should have attacked with the Night Squad Commando. There was no reason to attack with just this. So, end the turn. Yeah, so we're gonna swing with these two next. Well, actually, the concern is that if I swing with these two, he just takes the damage. I die anyway. Also, I probably just swing with knights. But it's also kind of cluing into the fact that I want my stuff to die. Okay, let's say he swings. Yeah, there's no way for me to... I need to get one of my guys to die. I'm better off just actually taking the 1 damage here. Figure out how to gain life later, though that might be a problem. Yeah, being flooded also does not help. Oh gosh. Okay, here comes the desperation play. Nope, he doesn't get greedy. Yeah, this is a good game. Yeah. I have nothing to return with, that's the problem. And our opponent's just gonna keep cycling it back. He had the call of the Death Dweller at the right time. Oh well. I guess that's it. Anyway, that's it for this one. So that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Let's claim our lovely, lovely prize. And yeah, so I'm also currently doing a run on XCOM Chimera Squad. It's great. I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. So do check it out in the oh, nice Slither Wisp. Yeah, do check it out. I'm gonna put the playlist up. And until then, stay safe wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, have a great week, everyone. God bless.